Popgoes can be a frustrating game. Now, I don't know if I'm alone in that opinion or not, but Popgoes was one of the first popular FNAF fan games I've played besides ONAF. Now, Popgoes was originally going to be like a 2 to 3 part video of me just complaining and yelling at it. I can almost guarantee you I have the footage for a solid 20 minutes of just annoyed sounds I made as I played. Come on, where's this stupid weasel? Anyway, I guess I should say I've become a bigger FNAF fan in the past couple of years, so I've started playing more fan games, and so far I've liked a lot of them. But honestly, screw this stupid weasel. So I've been wanting to do different videos for a while, and I have quite literally 4 scripts I wrote but never knew which I should make. So here it is. I plan on doing more of these to hopefully improve my editing skills, but yeah. Back to this stupid weasel. Popgoes himself is the main antagonist of the game. This bastard goes and gets pieces from 3D printers to make a Black Bonnie. Yeah, that's the premise. So, for me, the first 2 nights weren't that bad. Because, never mind. I'm too good at the game. Come on, how is it not 6 a.m. already? There we go. I hate stupid weasel. They were relatively easy, with your only worries really being Popgoes and then the twin squirrel sisters who go through the vents, and if they reach you, they steal your phone. I really like the premise of the technology parts, though. The fact that the animatronics aren't a direct threat is interesting. The squirrel sisters don't threaten your life, because they go through the vents to try stealing your phone, which is kinda your lifeline. That bar in the bottom is your sanity. Hey look, there's my sanity after writing all this goddamn research papers. Look out the window to lower panic, but there's a goddamn crow who fucking ruined so many of my goddamn runs. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Especially in the later nights where he spawns so often that it's ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest, it's a miracle I even finished this game to get all the footage I have of it. The next animatronic to be introduced on the 3rd night is the Badger. Now, his minigame's actually pretty neat. It's just a game Simon says, and you have to match the color on your panel to the screen behind him. That is the only animatronic I like in Popgoes. So anyway, the last important animatronic is Black Rabbit, which is just a black plastic Bonnie made from 3D printed limbs, which is honestly kinda cool. Anyway, that's the basic rundown, so here's how the dreaded nights were. So we start off with night 1 and are introduced to the panic meter and the setup we have where we control the monitor with our phone while balancing our phone guy Fritz from FNAF 2. Anyway, he talks about the restaurant and we finish night 1. Then there's a death minigame, which is supposed to give lore, but honestly it's pretty boring and just annoying, where you have to travel through a weird hallway to get to a different toy animatronic. Night 2, this introduces Sarah and Saffron, the squirrels who just go through the vents. They're pretty easy to stall using the heated vents, so not that big a deal, especially with their slow speed on this night. After the night, we get another death minigame, same as the last, where we go to Toy Freddy this time. Fritz isn't too important to listen to, as he just elaborates on some stuff about the already present mechanics. Night 3 is the night where I started getting salty. Night 3 introduces Blake, which was actually pretty cool, and Popgoes, Stone, and the Squirrel Sisters become gradually harder. Fritz brings us on to tell us he gave some wrong info about the vents, where they only heat for 9 seconds. But he also goes on about how the restaurant is in the daytime and mentions his brother, and that these tapes aren't necessarily in sequential order. I lost quite a couple times on this one, and when I eventually completed it, that was actually the end of my first day of playing, because I was so annoyed at this stupid weasel. Anyway, we finish our death minigame and go on to the next night. Night 4. Fuck this night. This night actually annoyed me more than the 5th night because of how the difficulty ramped from 3 to 4. Timers feel slower with how much faster the animatronics become, and I lost my cool a couple times. This night introduces the most fucking stupid mechanic in the game. Stone in the window. Now here's the thing about Stone the Crow. He's kind of fictional with how he is. His entire existence is based on your panic. The higher you panic, the more he appears on cameras. Okay, fine, that's annoying, but I understand. What I don't understand, however, is why they would prevent you from using the mechanic used to stop him. So how it works is that if you look at the window too long to lower your panic, about 10 seconds, a statue of Stone the Crow outside looks at you and drastically raises your panic meter. This is bullshit, as it is the only method to lower panic. If there was an alternative method to lower panic that was less rewarding, but Stone couldn't stop you, I'd be fine. But Stone being at the only place you can use to lower your panic is annoying. Anyway, in Fritz's calls, tonight he treats us to his life story about how he had lived in Texas and the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza murders, and how he had a life-saving operation at the time. Wait, is that this night? But he doesn't want to think about it. He also mentions his daughter, Bonnie, who he named after the titular character because
I was a fan of that franchise, named my kid after one of the characters there. Not because I was a fan, really, but because I wanted to love that name again.
Anyway, stupid minigame. Next night. Night 5. So there is no new mechanic, just harder animatronics. Fritz talks more about Freddy's Pizzeria and the murders, as well as the speculation of our good old purple guy. So it's canon, he also mentions his inspiration and the software you use calls Weaselware, which is what controls the place. Not incredibly important, but fun to mention. I will mention the secret ending you can find in this one, which is an image of the purple guy in the minigame crying over a hospital bed. Remember when Fritz said he had an operation and a brother? Night 6 is interesting. It starts with Fritz's call where he asks the player, what would they do if someone they know very well and someone they did trust did something incredibly unforgivable?
I have a question for you. A serious, personal question. I'll try to set an example. There's this person that's really close to you. He's recently been acting strange, maybe a bit scary. People say he's done horrible things. But you've trusted him for all your life. He's been listening to your problems and you really look up to him. Even if this person has made big mistakes in his life, if he does regret it in the end, would you be willing to forgive them if you know who he is? Would you look past his errors and try to bring him back into your life? Do you think you could trust him? No, this will do. Thank you for working with me so much. This is the end of your shift at the Popgoes Pizzeria. Let me know your answer.
Hell no, he killed 6 kids. Anyway, this night was annoying, but I unlocked the extras menu. Now, I didn't do the true ending because screw that, but it involves following Simon's quests by looking at him at very specific seconds in the night. Oh, by the way, this is Simon. You can also unlock something called the Lux animatronics and also see the player, a robot named Strings. Get it? It's a metaphor for you not truly being in control. It's a subtle metaphor for But you can also unlock the cutscenes elaborating on the story more and showing Fritz's brother becoming Purple Guy, I guess. So yeah, that was Popgoes. It was incredibly infuriating for me as I didn't really enjoy a lot of the animatronics. But watching YouTubers like 8-Bit Ryan, I'm pretty sure it's just a skill issue on my end. Which, fair. But I saw its mechanics being really infuriating, with the things that I think should have been static features having so much RNG or Popgoes not being clear in the cameras, which made it annoying to find him. And Stow the goddamn Crow covering the cameras like a little bitch. That was my tirade against Popgoes. I hope to play the RPG game spin-offs of Popgoes because I might actually be better at those and enjoy them more. Hopefully I can do them in episodes and make another video like this. If you enjoyed, give me some suggestions, as I have ideas for more stuff like this I want to do. With that, my viewers, I bid you adieu, and a promise that, yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot more crap like this from me. Especially if it turns out well. Anyway, see ya.